Okay, so good morning and welcome to the Tradies Mentoring Tradies SMOCCO session. Today's SMOCCO session is all about talking about team. So as we're sitting around, what are the pitfalls of having a team? Well, generally, I hear all the time that my employees are driving me insane. They never achieve what I need them to achieve. They can't be left alone. They can't be left unsupervised. They're not doing the right things. That's what I hear all the time. And it's unbelievable that you as an employer are keeping people on that don't fit into the values, the vision, the mission, the culture of your business because of scarcity. So we hire from a scarcity perspective. What do I mean by that? Well, when we first go into business as a tradie, we're good at being a tradie. And so we get lots of jobs in because we're good at what we do. We get word of mouth and we're marketing, but then we've got to hire staff to try and deliver all of the work we've now committed to. And that's where it all falls over because we are now employing from a space of scarcity. We are super under the pump, we're stressed, and we need people to help us. So we put an advert out for staff, or we hear of somebody's friend or son or something, and we take them in and bring them into our business. And now they cause us more flipping headaches than what we deserve because we didn't hire the right person for the job. We didn't know what we were looking for. We just wanted somebody to help us. And now when we get them in, it's like, here's how you do it, off you go. We don't train them. We just get them to do the work and then expect them to operate like us. And it doesn't work that way. So when I work with somebody in Tradies Mentoring Tradies, it's all about how do you recruit, how do you induct, how do you train, and then how do you retain your employees? Because if you're recruiting the right people, they should stay forever because they're the right people for your business. They're your tribe, right? And it's very hard. It's very unlikely that somebody who's really happy with where they are would leave, wouldn't it? So think of it this way. When you're recruiting, you go back to the vision, the mission, the culture, the values of the business, and then you decide if the person that you're hiring is going to fit into that. And if they're not, then you're just doing yourself a disservice. You're going to cause yourself a lot of stress way down the track because you're hiring the wrong person. And you're hiring the wrong person because you've got so much work in. Now, once we've recruited somebody, then we're going to look at how do we induct them? How do we induct them into being a member of our team? We don't, if you're creating a football team or something, you don't just take someone in and then go, off you go and play. No, you've got to go and learn our way of doing things, our formation, our style, right? It's the same with your business. If you're not doing that, then you need to start. You need to start somewhere. Even if you've got like an employee handbook that gives them all of the things about the business to begin with so that they know what they're getting themselves into, right? And they can work out whether it's for them as well. And so now we've inducted them into how to operate. We've given them the t-shirt, the hat, the vehicle, everything they need, and we're confident that they're going to go out and represent us in the way they should. Now we've got to train them. We've got to train them on our way of doing things because as tradies, we've got our own way of doing things. That's what makes us good at what we do. And if we're not training our team to be like us, then we're going to complain later on that they're not doing our way. But we didn't train them in the first place. We've got to keep them accountable to that, by the way, as well. So with regular performance reviews and all of that stuff that you do in the background and bonuses and rewards for good behavior and good delivery of products and services. And that's how you retain. So your performance reviews are the things that help you retain because they get to feed back to you at the same time how they're feeling. And we do that through a 360-degree feedback style of performance review. It's not corporate. It's not a beat up on the employee session. And that's why a lot of people don't run it because they feel like it's a telling the employee everything that's wrong with them. No, it's an opportunity for you as the business owner to sit down one-on-one with your employees and find out what's going on for them, find out how they're getting on, and then introduce their KPIs to them and then monitor them on their KPIs, right? And here's the thing, when everyone's got clarity on what's happening, people are more likely to stay because they know exactly where they're at, they're comfortable, and they're confident in you as the employer knows how to run a business, but also knows how to reward good behavior. And it's not just an opportunity for them to ask for more money in the performance review, by the way, because that's the other thing I hear. Well, just you can pay me more, it's a pay rise. No, it's not. If you're doing them once a year, probably that's probably an opportunity for you to put their pay up if you need to. But pay rises are earned. They're not deserved. All right? Pay rises have to be earned. If you want to have more money as an employee, then you've got to deliver more value. It's as simple as that. You can't just get paid more for the same thing that you're doing. Doesn't make sense. I know the cost of living goes up, but also the cost of living goes up for the employer as well. So think of it that way. Anyway, that is all about how you would recruit, induct, train, and retain your employees so that you've got a better business, you can take on more work, and you can also train your employees to become future leaders of your business so now you can expand. Hope that helps. See you next week.